We opened the door to this place. I felt my heart drop to my feet. Hey babes, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I am Jay. So in today's video I have a story time for you guys. You guys have been begging me for a second story time, so I'm just like, alright. I put a survey on my Instagram. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, I need you guys to go ahead and follow me on Instagram right now, because that is where I get all my suggestions, where I tell you what my next video is going to be, etc, etc. Alright, so I need you guys to go ahead, click the link in my description box and follow me on Instagram right now. Thank you. Alright, so if you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I posted a survey saying what story time you guys wanted to hear, and you guys surprisingly picked that you want to hear about the time that I got invited to a satanic party. So let's just get to chit chat and get right into the story time. So my babes, if you guys are into this soft blush look that I did for this video, I am going to show you some of the lovely GLAM products that I use to go ahead and create this beautiful soft blush beat. So for my eyeshadow, I went ahead and I used the Ecstasy Palette. I love this palette. I love the colors, all the blush and the nudes in there. It's a perfect palette for me. Next, I went ahead and I used this metallic glow highlighter in the color Honey C on my cheeks. It is perfect for brown skin people. And on my lips, I am using a liquid lipstick from the Ruby Queen Velvet Matte collection. You can purchase these at Shein.com. I'll leave the link in the description box, and make sure you guys don't forget to go ahead and use my code Q4J for an extra 15% off. Before I get started, y'all, I want to say that this story is very, I don't want to say emotional, but it is very cringy to me, because something similar happened to me in high school, which is very, very weird. Like it's like deja vu, like this whole situation. It wasn't as bad as this one, but this whole situation is very similar. Having to do something with school, and then having a friend come with me, and then having to go to this crazy weird party. Like something very, very similar happened to me for the second time. I know, very weird, but whatever. Okay, so this one time I was in college and I needed to take something called a e-permit course. If you guys don't know what an e-permit is, I don't know if it's just a New York City thing in their colleges or not, but basically an e-permit is when you are allowed to take a class at another school to fulfill this credit that you need. So let's say during a certain semester the class that you need is not available, and then I don't know, like a lot of NYC schools, they have this weird thing where it's not available this semester and they only do it in the spring. So in order to take this class, you would have to apply a year later to get that credit. And I was like, no, I have to find a way out. So I ended up taking the e-permit. So basically I was at another New York City college fulfilling this credit. So in my e-permit class, like towards the end of the class, we had to do a final project. This class was kind of like, I want to say like a social experiment class almost. Like it wasn't really a class, it was actually kind of fun until this. Alright, it was actually kind of fun. So we had to do a project. The project was basically, it was a project slash kind of social experiment. The project was basically, we had to spend a day with a student worker. That's all we had to do, was spend a day with them and basically like monetize them, almost like examine them almost. And then at the end of the course, the teacher would tell us why we needed to do that and what was the purpose. Like we would have to answer questions and he would tell us what the purpose, whatever. Long story short, we had to do a project, right? And we had to follow around a student worker. So I went ahead and I teamed up with this girl from my class. She wasn't really my friend, she was more of my associate, but like we were cool, we were cordial, like we were cool enough to exchange numbers and get this project down pat. You know what I'm saying? We had our fair share of laughs and jokes in class or whatever. Like we, you know, we clicked. It was cool, whatever. But for video purposes, I'm gonna just call her my friend because I don't feel like saying my associate or my whatever. So for video purposes, her name is Friend. So I'm not gonna lie, me and my friend had procrastinated for so long, y'all. Like we procrastinated this project, this social experiment, for a very long time. We had time to do it and we just let it, you know, go, whatever. Like, we let it go for a very long time. And another thing is that they were limited. I don't even know what to call them, like, because like they're like faculty, but they're not really faculty. They're kind of like those students that hang around after they graduate, or I don't know, maybe they're on their way to graduating. I always call them student workers because I never really know. They always just in their major departments. So there were limited student workers, right? So basically it was like if we had to follow around these people, they weren't always going to be available. So that's another reason why we procrastinated, is because let's say there were like 10 student workers and then there's like 20 students, you know what I'm saying? That means that each of those 10 people have to spend 2 days with each group and yada yada yada. So that's another reason why they weren't just available any day. So you kind of also had to wait your turn, but we did procrastinate a lot. So since crunch time was coming and me and my friend were very desperate and we did not have nothing, like we were panicking, like we were desperate to find anybody. We didn't care who it was, like whatever, let's just get this project done, social experiment. All we needed to do, it was so simple, y'all, and I'm mad that we procrastinated because we really could have got somebody else, because this freak show, but all we needed to do was get that paper signed by that student worker. That's all we need to do, is get the paper signed, the proof saying that we spent this day, or this was our social experiment. So basically, if they wanted to, they could show you a specific thing. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like, let's say the social experiment was for you to go to the movies, or for you to go grab Starbucks or something with the student worker. Then that they would sign up on the paper like, that's what I said to do, and they came, they did it, here's the proof, and that's it. Social experiment over, and the teacher was going to explain what it was. So during crunch time, my friend had texted me and she was like, yo, like I found somebody, and I'm like, let's get over with, like we found somebody, whatever. So after one of my classes, I was on my way to meet my friend and the girl, you know, just be nice, introduce myself. I didn't really care, I just wanted my grade, but I'm being nice, I'm going to introduce myself, right? So I was like, you know what, let me be this nice, let me be grateful, all right, that we found somebody, because yeah, it was crunch time and I was on an e-permit, like I said, and I couldn't take this class again anyway. So y'all gotta keep that in mind, right? Before y'all judge my story time, before y'all be like, why you didn't leave? Like, why didn't you leave? I needed this grade, my friend needed this grade, we needed this grade, all right? I was on, especially me, I was on an e-permit, I didn't go to this college. So if I didn't pass this class, then I don't know, like, what would happen? So keep that in mind before y'all judge my actions, all right? I needed that grade. So anyway, I go and I meet up with the girl and my friend, and this is why in my last story time, if y'all watch my last story time, I said that you need to go ahead and trust your gut. This is why I feel like you need to always trust your gut, trust your higher self, your spirit, whatever you believe in. You need to always trust your gut, okay? So when I pulled up on my friend and this girl, y'all, something seemed off. Like, something seemed very off. Like, my gut, my higher self, it reads somebody automatically. Like, it reads somebody automatically. I can read their whole orbit as something is, it's not really clear, it's fuzzy to me, but I can read it right away, like, seriously. And I have a problem with trusting my gut and trusting my higher self, because even this year I've been through situations where I thought people were just cool and loving, and even though my gut, oh, I got a little eyeshadow on my finger, even though my gut was telling me, yo, something off about this girl, I still be like, oh no, she's cool, no, that's just my mind overthinking, no, don't think that, they're a nice person. I need to stop doing that, because at the end of the day, I'm not talking about the girl in this story time, I'm talking about just people in general. Like, my gut always be like, you know, give them a chance, maybe they're nice, like that. I need to stop that, because when my gut tells me something is off about this person, something is off, period, all right? And if you do the same thing as me, listen, you need to trust your gut. It's never gonna lie to you, never gonna lie to you. I know people say don't judge a book by its cover, but listen, if you get some certain feelings, some certain aura from a person, believe yourself, okay? For video purposes, we're gonna call the girl Katie, all right, the student teacher. We're gonna call it student worker, whatever. We're gonna call her Katie. So I go to my major department and I meet Katie and my friend there. So Katie is like, you know, she's okay. She's like, but something's just off. She's like, oh hi, you know, my name is so and so, and I already know about the project. You know, a bunch of teachers in our department do this all the time. This is what's gonna happen. Da 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 da. Blah blah blah. She's basically explaining the project to us, right? So she basically goes, I have some good news and some bad news, and we sitting there like, we don't care. I don't care about good news, bad news, one news, two news, red, blue. I don't care. I just wanted to do this project. I don't care. So she's like, yeah, I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is that I am available. Like, we were like just close to the deadline, all right? So she was like, I am available one day, but the one day that I'm available, I have a party to go to. So she's like, yeah, at the party I am performing, da 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 da, so you guys can come. And she was like, you know what, it's actually going to be like a 2-for-1 because you guys get to do your project and you get to party. Keep in mind that she said she was performing, okay? This is like the whole entire story. She said that she would be performing at this party. So she was like, yeah, I'm going to be performing at this party. It's 2-for-1 special for you guys because you get to come to your project, see me perform. You get to come do your project, see me perform, okay? And we let that roll over our heads. And you get to do your project. I mean, and you get to party. Like, you're gonna have fun, basically. So my friend is like super excited. She's like, yeah, okay, Liddy, like, we're gonna get the project done, whatever. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done in a fun way. We're not gonna have to just spend a whole day with like a stranger. Like, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be vibes, party. Yeah, okay, yeah, all that. And I'm trying to match the energy, y'all. I'm like, yeah, oh, it's gonna be so lit. Yeah, girl, right. But in my mind, like, I didn't tell my friend this, but in my mind I'm just like, friend, like, you so excited over there, you don't feel like something is off? Like, you don't feel like something is a little bit off? Like, you kind of excited over there, like, you don't feel like this party is not gonna be as turned as you think it's gonna be? Like, I don't know. Like, I just knew. Like, I just knew that it wasn't going to be our type of party. You know what I'm saying? Lit, city girls, Helly, all that. Like, I know that it just wasn't going to be... City girls wasn't even out at the time. But you know what I mean. Like, it wasn't going to be our type of vibe. I just knew that. And I don't think she clicked with that. Like, I knew that it wasn't going to be turned. But I didn't think it would be like some devil worshipping hoo-ha. I didn't think it was going to be that. I just thought it was going to be like... I don't know, a bunch of like weird kids like breathing on each other and playing Scrabble with no music. Like, I don't know. I just didn't think it was gonna be that, okay? So after we arrange numbers or whatever, we make a little group chat. If you're in college and, you know, once you in like a project with somebody, you guys all have each other phone numbers, exchange, make a little group for that project. So she texts us again, guys. She's like, yeah, hey, here's my number, or, you know, this is blah blah blah, because we didn't know who each other number was. So she texts us like, yeah, hey, this is Katie, and da 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 da, whatever, you know, just make sure that you guys are there for when I'm performing at my party and I'll sign your paper. And we like, okay, again, right? She's performing, so we didn't catch it though. All right, just stay tuned to that. We didn't catch it though. Like, we just like, all right, yeah, we're gonna be there for the party, Liddy, or not. Right? So the day finally comes, right? And my friend is texting me outside a little group thing, and she's like, yeah, girl, what you wearing? Like, I'm putting on this and that. I'm trying to see what I'm wearing. I text back like, girl, I'm wearing regular clothes. Like, I'm not dressing up for whatever we about to walk into, because I know that it's not gonna be what we think it's gonna be. Like, I'm wearing, I don't know, regular clothes, regular, that's it. So she's like, oh my god, yeah, come on, girl, like, you never know what we gonna get into. Like, yeah, girl, you was right about that. We never know what we gonna get into.
Got him. Got him.
But she's like, yeah, girl, come on, you never know what we're gonna get into. Like, just look nice or whatever. Like, you don't gotta wear no heels and nothing. Like, come on, just like, you know, wear something nice, do your makeup, whatever. Like, come on, we just about to have fun, gotta get this project over with. I'm like, all right, you know, she got me hyped a little bit, so I'm just like, all right, let me just put on something, you know, let me put on something nice, something tight. So we on FaceTime or whatever, we getting ready, you feel me? We like, yo, why should we wear this or that, or what type of party you think it's gonna be? Alright, we wearing this and that, we fixing our hair, you know, regular. I don't know what you guys do. And even though this girl wasn't like my friend, like I just love to get ready with my friends on FaceTime when we going somewhere. Like, I don't know, that's just our thing. Even my like different friend groups, but we all still do it. Like, it's very weird. Maybe it's me, I don't know. Anyways, we was getting ready or whatever, getting dressed, getting cute, right? We're like, yeah, we about to get this project over with, Liddy, whatever. Like, that's all that really matters to me. I'm like, you know what, even if it isn't like, we'll be gonna play Scrabble and sit around in a circle and eat Pop-Tarts. You know what, I love Pop-Tarts and I could play a little Scrabble, so it's Liddy. Or whatever she performing, I don't know if she's gonna be singing karaoke on a damn Wii, I don't know, but that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it's gonna be like a party like with like 5 kids or something. Jokes on me. So we texted girl Katie to let her know that we're ready to come wherever. She texted us the address. My friend puts in the address and she sees that it's a big mansion and she sends it to me, and we like, oh, it's supposed to be litty, like it's a mansion party, like what? It's supposed to be super lit. Yeah, even though NYC has like shoebox apartments, okay, there suburban areas with really big houses, like mini mansions. Like they're even mansions, but they're mini mansions. The place where we went, like, yes, NYC has suburban areas with like these big beautiful houses. So I end up meeting up with my friend or whatever. We meet up and we decide to take a cab there together. And while we're in the cab, my friend decides to go ahead and call Katie to let her know that we're on our way. So she calls Katie and she puts the phone on speaker. When my friend puts the phone on speaker, y'all, we heard chanting. Yeah, we heard chanting in the background, like very, very loud chanting. Y'all, at this point, like, y'all even see that, like, my mood changed, because I'm just reminiscing, like, how, it's funny now, you know how, like, when you, like, go through something, and, you know, it's scary in the moment, but when you look back at it, you're like, yo, that was so funny. But at that moment, y'all, like, I started panicking, like, I'm just lost for words because I can't even explain the fear that was running. Mind you, like, yes, I know my friend. Yeah, I met Katie, but I still don't really know them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. My mind be going crazy. Like, I'm like, what? They setting me up. Like, my mind be just be wilding. I'm like, what? At this point, I'm panicking, y'all, and I'm ready to turn around and go home. Like, I guess, like, my fear was so strong that my friend could feel it in the car, y'all. This chanting, like, it didn't even sound like regular chanting. Like, it sounded like they were humming. And when I say humming, I don't even mean like meditation, because I'm a spiritual person. And now some of the things that I actually see, let me put a disclaimer. I already put it in the video, but I'm gonna say it. Some of the things that I actually seen that they were trying to pass off as satanic or Luciferian or whatever, now that I am spiritual, I understand that that's not what they thought. These symbols and stuff that they were using is not what they thought it was. But I'm giving you guys story time, so I'm gonna give you my point of view from back then, right? So I was very scared, and the humming sound, y'all, if I could mimic it, I can't. It just sounds like a bunch of gorillas humming and saying things under their breath, y'all. And I was so scared. And I guess my friend could see my face in the car, and she was like, I don't know, like maybe that was a TV or something. That was weird. I'm like,
are you stupid?
What TV? That wasn't no TV. That was not no TV. Was she watching horror movies by herself at a party? Like, that was no TV. That was clearly people in the background. Like, that was clearly people in the background. Then the girl gonna say, oh, maybe, I don't know, like maybe it's like a frat party. A frat party where? In New York? A frat party in New York? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. I've been to so many college parties and different parties. And I'm not talking about New York, like upstate. I'm talking about New York City. I had never been to a frat party in New York City. Crazy college parties, like wild parties, yes. Frat party, no. Maybe there are frats in New York. I never seen them though. So, New York City, excuse me. So I'm like, girl, that ain't no frat party. Like, no, like, stop trying to calm me down. Like, I'm like, you know you scared too. Like, why are you so calm? That's another reason why I started panicking. Like, why am I the only one that's worried? I don't understand. Like, it was too late to turn around. I was just like, oh my god. But she kind of did calm me down, because she was like, all right, maybe they just acting silly. Like, maybe people in the back are acting silly. So I was like, okay, maybe they acting silly. Maybe, just maybe. Like, I knew this party was gonna be off. Like, I knew something was like off and something was gonna be wrong. But now, like, that, hearing that scary chanting, like, that was confirmation for me. That was clear confirmation for me that whatever we about to get into is about to be some whatever we about to walk into. I wasn't expecting that still, but I felt like it was gonna be like weird. Alright, so the whole car ride, I'm trying to calm down again. I'm just like, you know what, maybe I'm overthinking. Like, it could have been like, you know, boys they do stupid stuff. So they could have been just being silly in the background, and they could have just being silly in the background, like whatever. So we finally get there, right? We get to the party, we get to the address. We can see that it's a party because, like, we hear music and you can hear commotion and stuff. We didn't hear the chants anymore. You just hear, like, people talking and you hear, like, music. I'm like, all right, cool. I already knew it was going to be, like, our type of music or whatever. So, whatever. Y'all. We opened the door to this place. When I tell you, when we opened the door to this place, I felt my heart drop to my feet because I have never, okay, even though NYC is a very weird, freaky place, when I tell you guys that I have never, only in movies, I have never seen nothing like this in my life. I kid you not, y'all. I thought I was about to be a freaking blood sacrifice. Like, I thought my life was over and I ain't stepping foot in here. Like, I'm gonna stand by the door. If Katie is in this party, you need to find her now and you decide that we here. So my friend is just making eye contact with me and I'm like, bitch, don't be making eye contact with me. Like, you need to just find Katie and look, cause no, do you see what's happening in here? What is this? Like, this is the freakiest shit I ever seen before. So I don't know about anybody else, but when I'm very, very nervous, I speak my mind. Like, I have had men in NYC literally try to follow me, and I don't know. When I'm scared, I am very verbal. Like, it's just the fear in me. Something takes the fear out of me and just makes me speak what I feel. Like, it's like something automatically comes up. Like, I have had a guy follow me before, and I was testing him. Like, I was like zigzagging to see if he was following me, and I turned around. Mind you, y'all, I just now getting a little weight, but I am 5 feet. And back in these days, I had to be like no more than 100 pounds, even 102 pounds if anything. But I was always like 90 something pounds. So I would literally turn around like, yo, you following me? You following me? Like, you trying to follow me? Huh? Like, it's out of fear. Like, I know that I'm this small and I can't physically beat the person, but out of fear, I had to ask you, like, are you following me? Like, what is going on? Are you following me? Like, and there was another situation where this guy, I was walking up the stairs, and you guys know if you walk up the stairs in the subway, sometimes subway stairs are really crowded, and I had a crossover bag, and I felt him. Like, I seen him from the corner of my eye, and I felt him put his hand and press down in my bag. But I thought I was bugging, so I felt it again, and I knew it. I turned around like, yo, you just put your hand in my bag? Like, you trying to take something in my bag? And he was like, no. Like, I'm like, I just felt you put your hand in my bag. Like, I don't know. It's something in me. It's like, yo, stop. What happens if these people punch you? You like this small, you gonna go flying. But the fear in me, just, I have to say something. So this is what happened when we opened the door to this party. So this girl comes, y'all, and she's in a hooded black robe or whatever. And she comes and she greets us. Like, and before I could even allow her to speak, y'all, I was like, y'all worshiping the devil? I was like, yeah, y'all worshiping the devil? Like, what's happening? Y'all worshiping the devil here? She was like, no, oh my god, like, oh my god. She was like laughing. Like, she took off the hoodie. She was like, oh my god, no, like, oh my god. It's just the theme of the party. It's just the theme of the party. I'm like, well, if it's the theme of the party, why we didn't get the memo? Like, hello, Katie, you in here? Why we didn't get the memo? That's what I'm saying. Maybe we were the blood sacrifices because we didn't get the memo that this was the theme of the party. Alright, we could have been in and dressed up too. This is a very weird theme to have for a party. Like, no superheroes, maybe cartoon characters, you know, anime all that. No, you decided to go with some satanic ritual thing. Very scary. So anyway, she greets us. She's like, no, I promise you, it's just the theme of the party. Like, everyone here is like pretty normal. Yeah, okay. She's like, yeah, it's the theme of the party. Like, come on, step in. So I'm like, all right, this girl's talking regular. It made me a little bit comfortable. I'm like, we gotta find Katie. We gotta get. I'm not staying. We gotta find Katie, and you know, so we stepped in a little bit further, y'all. These people was dressed, yo. The way they was, yo. I'm tumbling over my words because I still can't believe it. These people was like, a couple of them had black robes on, like literally hooded black robes, like something straight out of a Netflix horror movie, like a demonic movie. I kid you not. The music too was very scary. I was like, nah, what is this? Like, this is crazy. We need to find Katie. We need to get out of here. So we walk further in, y'all. There's half naked bitches in this party. There's half naked girls in this party with like the chained, I don't know how to explain it. It's like this cross thing. It's like everybody went to go buy their outfit together or something, because ain't no way in hell, oh, this is the theme of the party, everybody got the memo and they just found this stuff. But then again, it's New York City, I don't know. But anyway, it's very weird because a lot of people had the similar stuff on. So you had the black robes, okay, and then you had like these girls with like this boobs out, basically. When I say half naked, I mean like up here, boobs out, these little cross chain things, and some of them had goat masks on, like these big horny goat masks. I'm like, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen, and I'm gonna keep saying that because I really feel like it is. Like, a lot of people have, you guys know, like the weed gas mask. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know, it reminds me of a fly almost. Like, it looks like a fly to me. That's what I call it. It looks like a fly. It has like the silver eyes, a gas mask. Boys had that on. Girls had that on. Boys and girls had these masks on. Everybody had different masks on. Like, I'm like, if y'all can see my hand moving, because I'm really, like, when I tell stories, I live in the moment and I think back of what emotion I was feeling during that time, y'all. And I was feeling so much fear. Like, I have never seen something like that before. Like, the way these people were dressed and nobody's speaking, like they looking at you. It's like they so in love, like they wanted to be in a horror movie. Like, we walking through the party, everybody like this. I'm like, no, no, this ain't it. No, ma'am. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey, no, none of that. No ma'am. We gotta find this girl and we gotta go. And then it was this one brolic dude, y'all. Alright, keep this brolic dude in your mind. It was this one brolic dude, like he was like really, really big. Alright, when I say big, I'm not making fun of his weight, but he did have some weight on him. But he was like really tall. He was stocky and brolic too, and then he had a little weight on him, and he was so scary, y'all. This dude, I feel like he knew that we kind of didn't belong in this atmosphere, and I feel like he was bothering us the whole night, or he wanted to put fear in us. This dude was walking around in slow motion, like, if he was Jason or he was about to kill somebody or something. He kept staring at us. He had his face covered, because like I said, majority of the people had masks. He had his face covered, but you can see that he's looking at you. Like, he's across the room like this, okay? And you can clearly see that homeboy is looking at you. I'm like, yo, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here fast. Like, I don't know what's about to happen. I honestly felt like I was about to like have my arms cut off and hung on something and they're gonna drink my blood. I honestly felt like that. I don't want to hear nothing about no theme, girl. It seemed off. Like, you're not telling me this is no theme. This is what y'all do. So after a while of walking through and seeing like the decorations, the demonic symbols that they had on the wall and on the floors, and seeing all the people and how they were dressed, I was like, you know what, I am not comfortable. I think I'm gonna head out. Like, you know when SpongeBob get off the chair? Yeah, I think I'm gonna head out. I'm not staying here. So my friend is like, no, come on, we gotta stay because we gotta find Katie. And then mind you, y'all, she was blowing my mind the whole night because at this point I don't care about Katie. Alright, we gotta find Katie. She's like, yeah, but I really need this grade or whatever, so we gotta find Katie. We gotta get this project done or whatever. Please, like, come on. Like, you know what? I really needed the grade too. I really did need that E-permit grade. So I'm just like, alright, like, whatever. Like, find Katie. Like, I'm not uncomfortable. Yes, my grade is important, but my life is more important. Like, a part of me was telling me, like, girl, your life is not at risk. Alright, they're just a little bit, you know, this is their thing. But a part of me was telling me, run, like run for your life, okay? This ain't it. And the only thing that come for me to stay is because we seen this boy that we know from class, and in class he seems pretty sane, pretty normal, you know. I mean, what is normal? But you know, you guys wanna know what I mean. He seems sane. So I'm just like, you know what, maybe this is the theme of the party. Like maybe this is really just a theme and they're not devil worshippers. Maybe this is just the theme of the party. So he comes up to us and he's talking to us. I guess he wants to seem like the cool guy because, you know, the pretty girls walked in. My friend, she was very pretty, and y'all see me, and we came in there really cute. Like, we came in there dressed up, whatever. That's probably why we was getting all them eyes when we walked in, like, from all the people in their masks. Like, why y'all not dressed up? Like, who told y'all this ain't the Hoochie Mama party? This is the Satanic party. Like, that's probably why they were looking at us like that, now that I think about it. So he's talking to us and he's getting us comfortable or whatever. He's like, yeah, whatever, how you guys doing, what's up, do you guys want something to drink, something to eat, some snacks? And here go my friend, friendly ass. She's like, yeah, I want a little bit of snack, a little bit of soda, whatever. Mind y'all, I didn't care about none of that. I didn't care about no drinks, no snacks, no food, no chips, no cookies, no crackers, no candy. I didn't care about none of that. I'm just like, you know what, we gotta find Katie and we gotta get out of here, because as much as I tried, y'all, as much as I tried to convince myself that this is okay, my gut and my spirit was not having it. It was just like, no, this is not okay. You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. Like, I was just like, I don't care about no snacks. I don't want no juice. I'm not even thirsty. I don't even trust whatever y'all handing out, because I still think we are the blood sacrifices that got invited to this party. I don't care. So I'm like, okay, why? And another thing that freaked me out is, why is Katie not answering? Because my friend texts her and she's not answering. Why are you not answering? This house is pretty big, but I'm pretty sure if you were performing, that everybody would be there. So where's the performance happening? And now it had me thinking, like, what is the performance? Are we the performance? Are we the ritual? Are we the blood sacrifice? Like, that's all that I was thinking up in my crazy mind. So I'm just like, all right, we're gonna wait to find her. And now I think about it, why we didn't ask nobody either if we seen her. I think we were just so shocked of what we were seeing that it didn't even cross our minds to be like, hi, has anybody seen Katie, or do you know Katie? And I wasn't comfortable going up to nobody anyway. So we wait, whatever, for her to text back. So we find these two seats that were right by the door. Okay, so we sit right there by the door. And after like 5 minutes of looking around, like, what the fuck, my friend decides that she's thirsty and she wants something to drink. Like, girl, do you really want something to drink in here, or are you just saying that because he told you where the snacks was? But anyway, she's like, oh, I'm thirsty, I'm gonna get something to drink. So I'm like, all right, let's go. She's like, no, you can hold our seat or whatever, because I'm gonna go. It's right there. I'm gonna get something to drink. Just say hold our seat. No. No, I'm coming with you. I don't know what you heard, but I'm coming with you. I'm not sitting here by myself. Next thing you know, I'm disappearing. I'm coming with you to this little table. I don't care if it's right there. We lose our seat, then somebody gonna get up. Period. So we go over to the snack table, right? Or where they have the food or whatever. Yeah. My stomach, y'all. So they had soda, right, and juice, and cookies, and all things that I mentioned, little hors d'oeuvres, you know, little cheeses and stuff. Like, it was actually set up cute. And in the middle, they had raw meat. I kid you not, y'all. They had raw, I'm talking raw, like bloody, like dripping. You could wobble it and drip out the pack, raw blood in the plate meat. So that shook me so bad, y'all. I said no, like, no, that's it. I'm making my way towards the exit. I don't care about no, you know what, I don't even care. Like, I was honestly really scared, y'all. Like, I was honestly really panicking. I'm like, no, I'm not. You're not telling me that this is the theme of a party and y'all gonna eat that? Is that there for display, or is anybody gonna eat this? Because I don't understand. Like, I know, you know, some people like their steak rare or like still moving, but that wasn't even still moving. That I don't know. That was the whole cow. Even though still moving means the cow, no, that was the whole cow, nothing but the cow. Like, that was bloody meat, y'all. I kid you not. I have never seen something like that in my life. I'm like, what are y'all eating that? Or what do y'all need that for? Why is that there? So I proceed to make my butt towards the exit because no. Like, You're not telling me that this is a theme of a party and y'all got little bloody raw meat hors d'oeuvres on the table like it's a nutritious snack or something. No, this is disgusting. What are y'all doing? Y'all taking the theme a little bit too far. Y'all really into character. And if you guys don't know, I am a theater major, but I know we're supposed to get into character, but baby, that's a little too much character for me. Like that whoa there. Okay? So I proceed to make my way towards the exit. At this point, I'm like, I don't care about no grade. I don't care. Screw you guys. I'm going home. Okay? Like, I did not care at this point. And here go my friend again. Like, oh my god, no. The grade. Katie, the paper, the grade, whatever. And you know what? Like I said, this was kind of my acquaintance. So I didn't embark on her. Because if this is one of my friends, like my friends, like my sisters, I would have been like, bitch, we out of here. We leaving. I don't know what you thinking. Hello, get it together. I would have probably threw some water on them. Like, do you see our environment right now? We gotta go, right? Just like, no, come on, my grade. I didn't really want to be selfish because remember, it was a group project. So if I've decided to leave, because I'm telling you, y'all, if it was like a one-man thing, I would have left. I would have completely left. I was told the teacher that this is where I got invited to. I was very uncomfortable, so I would have left. But since it was like I gotta be a nice person because somebody else's grade is dependent on it, I stayed. So I tried to like control my anger a little bit. I'm like, all right, text her now. Like, you need to text her now, and you need to tell her that we are uncomfortable. Like, we sitting here, it's weird people walking around doing weird things, it's weird music, like people making out with each other. I'm like, you need to text her. You need to text her now. You need to tell her that we're uncomfortable. That's it. If she doesn't respond, I don't even know what to tell you. And that's another thing that had me suspicious and made me think that we were some type of sacrifice. Because how is it that you invite us somewhere, we text you when we're on our way, like, yo, we about to be on our way, or we 5 minutes away, and then all of a sudden we get in the party and you go missing? That's what also had me suspicious, had me scared, because it's like, you invited us here, we supposed to follow you around. Where are you? You're nowhere to be found. Like, what are you about to chop our head off? What's going on? Show yourself. So Katie finally texts us back and she's like, oh, I'll be there soon. What do you mean you'll be there soon? You're not here already? You're not at your little festival? You're not here at this party, Katie? So we're here alone, Dolly? Are you serious? Like, we're here. So I'm like, you know what, if I am gonna stay here, when I tell you them seats we had was like literally, it was like the door, our seats. Like, our seats was literally, like, I could put my hand out the door from where I was sitting. So that's why I'm like, alright, no, I'm just gonna sit by the door. There's people walking in and out anyway, the door is open. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna sit by the door, I'm gonna go back in my seat. Yeah. When we proceed to walk back to our seats, Big Man, yes, we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him Big Man, okay? The brolic, the one walk around, Jason, yeah, him. We're gonna call him Big Man. We proceed to go back to our seats. Big Man sitting in our chair. All right, it was regular, like regular cookout foldable chairs, but it was two of them put together. Big Man sitting in both of our chairs. And I wasn't gonna say nothing to him. I didn't say anything. He knew that was our seat. I don't know. Like, he was one of the weird people. So it was like, is this how you tell somebody that you like them? Because what's going on? So I'm looking at him like, I wasn't saying about him like, Big Man, like, this is our chair, like, this is our seat. And he's just staring, y'all. And he had one of them like gas masks or funny looking mask on. So you could hear him like, through his mask. And I'm looking at my friend, and she looking at me, and we looking at Big Man, and Big Man looking at us, and I'm like, I'm gonna die in here. Like, this, I would never think that, I would never think this is the way that I'm gonna go out. Like, I should text everybody right now and let them know that I love them, because what is happening? So Big Man finally stands up, right? So he stands up right over us, and he's like this. Same thing, breathing, standing up over us, and we literally stayed there, y'all, for a couple seconds. Like you would think like 10 seconds or something is a very short amount of time, like if you want something for 10 seconds in the microwave. But I'll tell you, that was the longest 10 seconds of my life, because we were both short. So we standing there, we looking at him like,
what are you looking at? What are you looking at?
What is happening? Like, what? Why is he looking at us like that? Like, a part of me wants to say that he's just trying to scare us, but I don't know, something was just off, but I really do think he was trying to scare us. And then he just moves, like he just automatically moves from us, like that was it. And I'm like, I don't get it. And he's walking away in slow motion and he's still staring at us. So he walking around the living room. Was that living room? It was like a dining room. It was a very big house, y'all, but it was like rooms connected. He walking around, he walking into the next room, and he like this. I'm like, y'all, girl, if you don't find Katie, Katie not here right now, I am not going to stay here. So after that, whatever, we chilling in the chair, like literally sitting, like, you know how like when you go and you chill with a dude for the first time and you on the bed, like you on the edge of the bed, like that's how I was in that chair. Like I didn't want anything, I didn't talk to anybody, I just wanted to find this girl. So that same boy that I know from school or whatever, he's like, oh, you don't want anything to drink? I'm like, no thank you, no thank you, because I don't know if y'all gonna offer me blood or I'm good. I'll be parched all night before I take anything from this place. You'll probably drop a little bit of pills. I don't know what's going on. I don't want it, alright? I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be tied to like a damn star, 5-point star or something. I'm good. I don't want none. You know, my friend wants some, she can have some. So after we sitting there for a while or whatever, they start to play this crazy song. Like this song sounded so crazy. And whatever this song was, y'all, this song had to be there. Like, I don't know how old y'all are watching me, but y'all know when dreams and nightmares come on in the club and the niggas start wilding, like they be bugging out, like, had them nightmares come true. Like they was bugging out. When this song came on, they started wilding for their respect. Like they was, like, this was their song. Whatever this this weird demonic song was, this was they, and that's nothing that made me feel like this wasn't no theme, because y'all know this very, very scary demonic song. Like the song brought chills through my body. Okay, I was not feeling it. So the song come on and everybody's jumping up and down, and we just sitting there observing, like, yeah, let's look at the freak show. Like, okay, what's happening? Everybody's jumping up and down. And then we see that they have a book in their hand. Like somebody comes and they like hovering the book over their head like this. I'm like, all right, here you go. This is me in my mind. Here you go. This is me on the outside. And this is me in my mind. Here you go. Here go the ritual. See, you about to die. You should have left when I told you to left. This here you go. Here they go. They bringing out the book so they can say whatever they got to say to tell you that, you know, chant over you and stuff. And I'm just like, what is happening? What book is that? So the guys come in, right? He's running from the other room and he hovering the book over his head like this. And then when he takes it down, like takes it down over his head, I see that it's the Bible. It says the Holy Bible. What are y'all about to do with the Bible? So he has the Bible in his hand, and when he comes and he's running, everybody's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And they chanting and screaming, yeah. I'm like, are y'all angry at the Bible? What is about to happen? What is going on, y'all? I'm sweating bullets. Like I was literally sweating bullets. Like I wasn't gonna lie, I was kind of entertained, but in a very scary way. Like I was sweating bullets. Like, what is about to happen? So as he's taking the Bible or whatever, he decides to go ahead and throw it up in the air. When he throws it up in the air, the next person catches it and they grab it by the paper and they rip a page. And then they throw it over again and they rip a page. So the Bible is going up in the air, y'all, and they ripping the pages like this. They like this. They ripping the pages. Like, it's jumping to the next person. They ripping the pages, jump to the next person, they ripping the pages. I'm like, oh my god, this is insane. I'm like, oh my god, this is insane. This ain't no theme. Y'all taking this theme a little too far, but I should have known, because I'm not gonna lie to you. Theater kids they're very spontaneous, I want to say. Like, they're very, you know, very spontaneous. So they're taking the Bible, y'all, and they're ripping it piece by piece. Like, they're literally ripping the Bible to shreds, and I just found it very disrespectful. Like, very disrespectful. Like, they didn't leave no pages, y'all. They were chanting, ah! Screaming and passing it, like, you know, like throwing it from person to person until it was nothing. Like, the papers was nothing at all. Bible papers all over the floor. And then somebody decides to come, scrape them up, right? And then this house is really big and they just threw them in the fireplace. And I'm like, this is not a theme. Again, this is not a theme because I feel like it was a theme, you will not take it this far. So as the papers is burning in the fireplace, everybody's chanting, there's a piece of paper that's on the floor, like, you know, like across from us. So here comes Big Man. Big Man takes the paper, the piece of paper, and he walks up to me and my friend, and he hands it to us like this. And then he go with his breathing. Not saying nothing. He just handing us the paper. And I'm looking like, I'm not touching that. Like, I don't know what, at this point, like, I was a little less scared of him, but he was still scary. Because I was thinking that it's either he liked one of us, or, not to be cocky, but it just seemed like he just wanted to mess with us because he liked one of us. And he hands us the paper, I guess, for us to join in on the Bible burning. I guess that's why he handed us the paper. And I'm like, I'm not touching it. So my friend pushes it away. She's like, no, no, thank you. And before she could finish saying no, thank you, he goes, y'all, at that moment, it was at that moment, like, the way he did it shook I mean, it was at that moment I opened the door and I walked out. I was like, no, that's it, I'm not staying here. I'm not staying here.
I'm fast as boy. Still fast as boy.
Like, he's doing too much for me. Like, I'm less scared him I was, but he's doing too much. What was that? He just grabbed us like a dog. So I walk out the door and I'm waiting outside. My friend's like, oh my God, come on, let's go, whatever, we gotta go back inside. I'm like, I'm not staying in there. If Katie is coming, and like, you're supposed to be here, like, that's the whole thing. Like, if we're supposed to be shadowing over you, you are supposed to be here. This is the whole point of us shadowing over you, is for the day. Where are you? What are you performing? That's nothing. It's like, are you on your way, or are you here and you're upstairs or something performing whatever you're performing? Are you sacrificing an animal? What is going on, Katie? Where are you? I'm like, you know what? No, like, I'm gonna wait out here until she comes. I'm not going back in there. I'm gonna wait right here until she comes. I'm not going back inside. I'm not going back. That was a little, like, I'm not gonna lie, the Bible ripping was a little too much for me, and the song that they play, it was a little too much for me, to the point of, like, no, what, I think that's my last straw. I'm not staying in here no more. I'm not doing it. I can't. Like, that was a lot for me. Like, that was the utmost disrespect for me. And I did stay outside, but I got cold, y'all. So I ended up going back inside. When I go back inside, and then on top of that, I was like, you know what? We came together. I'm not gonna do that. Like, that's girl code. You do not leave anybody by themselves. Stood outside with me for a little bit, but when she decided to go back inside, I was like, I'm not going back inside. But I went back in 30 seconds after her, like right after her, because that's girl code. You don't leave nobody by themselves. Anybody has to go to the bathroom or anything, you do not leave nobody by themselves, especially in some freaky thing like that. You do not leave anybody by themselves. So we go back in, we're sitting down again, and we can see, y'all, that somebody was actually eating the raw meats. Like, I don't know if they were dead, y'all, but it was a girl, and she removed her mask, her animal mask, and she was dangling, and it was people recording her, so I'm guessing, okay, this is a deer, or maybe she's eating it. And she started eating the raw meat, y'all.
Oh my God!
Like, I'd be like, bloody juice dripping down her face. I'm like, yo, y'all are savages. Y'all are animals. Like, this is embarrassing. Are you not embarrassed? Like, this is disgusting. I can't believe y'all in here doing this right now. I don't judge people for what they eat, but girl, raw, like, bloody meat. I know there are some cultures that do eat raw meat, but I don't believe that they eat it bloody out the pack. Like, y'all was eating, like, bloody, just. And I think y'all were doing it to try to be funny, because y'all thought y'all was some type of vampires or werewolves or something. I don't know, but she's eating it, y'all, and you can look at her face like she doesn't like it. Like, it looked like she was just trying to make it go down her throat the way she was eating it. And we watching like, yo, she's really eating that. Like, homegirl is really eating that. Like, this is a whole freak show. I need to get out of here. I feel like I'm on American Horror Story. Like, this is some type of things that American Horror Story has. So we looking around, we just chilling on these chairs, and this girl is still not here, y'all, and nowhere to be found. And I'm like, she's not coming. Like, in my mind, I was like, you're not coming. And you know what? I was gonna tell my teacher anyway. I'm telling the teacher that she wasn't with us the whole day. She wasn't with us the whole day. Like, keep that in mind. I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm about to get the upper hand. Okay, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna tell the teacher whatever, and that's that. So time goes by, they start playing Drink. I'm like, oh my god, they playing a song that we know. They play Drake, everybody's chilling, everybody's, you know, vibing, whatever. There's a lot of freaky shit going on, but a lot of stuff was like regular college stuff, but a lot of stuff was freaky too. I mean, like, people like making out in front of you. I know y'all probably like, that's regular college stuff. No, it's the way they were making out, like chains rubbing against chains. And you know, at this point I feel like I've been in this party so long, I feel like I was used to it. So I was just sitting there like, okay, whatever, this is the norm for y'all. So they turn off the music that we know, whatever, and they switch back to one of these freaky songs, y'all. And the freaky song come on, and they start chanting again, y'all. They hoorahing and blah blah and doing whatever, and you know what I'm saying. So my friend decides that she has to go to the bathroom in the middle of them doing a little exorcism or get hype over this song or whatever. Another dreams and nightmares for them. You know what I'm saying? This was their computers. Alright, this was their rowdy, this was their computers, this song. So they started getting hype in the middle of the dance floor, whatever. So my friend is like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm like, alright, I'm coming or whatever. So she gets up before me, like I said, it's girl code, you don't leave the body by yourself. So she gets up before me and she starts to walk or whatever. So I'm just making sure, I was trying to like hold my bag under my coat, but I'm like, you know what, let me just take my bag with me. So my bag is turned for 2 seconds. So I'm like, let me just take my bag with me. When I turn back around, y'all, they started to have a mosh pit. If you guys do not know what a mosh pit is kind of, I don't really know what it is but from what I know, it's like people just start to bump into each other, get in a circle, swing their hands, punch each other, and just get in a circle and get beat up, basically. Like everybody's wilding out in a circle. My friend, so she decides she has to go to the bathroom. When she gets up a couple seconds before me, she gets stuck in between the mosh pit. And y'all, they was wilding, like they was bugging out, like they was wilding, and you can hear her in the middle like, oh my god, let me out, like what the fuck, what are y'all doing, like y'all potting out. I'm like, oh, now you want to be crazy, now they wilding. Like I've been saying this, so I'm trying to help her, but at the same time I'm not trying to get hit, because no, I don't. So I'm trying to help her, and I'm trying to, the music is so loud, y'all, I'm trying to be like, stop. So y'all, she's getting like tumbled in the middle of this mosh pit, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm trying my best to help her, y'all.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
But it's like everybody is just swinging arms and legs and body. Like I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I try my best to like not get hit and pull her out, y'all. And she was in there screaming like, oh my god, da, da, da. But nobody can hear her. And on top of that, everybody think that this is what they're doing in the mosh pit. They're also yelling and looking like they're angry. So they don't know that she's actually upset. They're thinking that like she's a part of the theme or whatever. And it was just so horrible, because when I finally got a chance to pull her out, y'all, like her nose was bloody, her lip was busted. Like that's what they actually do. Like that is fun for them. Like she wasn't the only person that came out like that, but for them, that's what they do. Like if you guys ever seen the mosh pit, people actually come out with bloody noses and stuff. And I felt so bad, y'all. So she had to use the bathroom anyway, so we ended up going to the bathroom. And I'm just like, girl, like that's it. Like come on, let's go. Like your nose is bloody. Like what the hell? So she's in the bathroom, y'all. She's wilding. She's like, oh my god, no. I'm like, you can't even get mad because this is their theme. Like I'm trying to calm her down much. Like I said, this is kind of my acquaintance, because this is my friend. Like I've been told you let's go. I said let's go and you ain't want to go. You think about Katie. I've been told you let's go. So I'm trying to like clean her up or whatever. She's like, oh my god, like this is painful. That I'm like, I know it's painful because it was a mixture of guys, girls. Like a guy probably hit her in her nose or something. Like you couldn't even really tell who it was. Like it was like crazy in there. And imagine it was also dark. So I felt so bad. And I look at her, I'm like, girl, like that's it. Like we need to go or whatever. Like that is it. So coincidentally, as we are ready to go, we make our plans, like, you know what, we're gonna go, and you've been physically hurt. Like we need to tell the teacher that whatever she invited us to, you were physically hurt, alright? And it was not the type of environment that we felt comfortable in. If you're a Christian, you can tell them that they disrespected your religion by ripping up the Bible. Whatever the case may be. Anyway, we about to go. Surprisingly, as we decide to leave, Katie says, oh, I'm here. Texts us, I'm here. You know what I mean? And it's just so funny to me, because it's just like, Now that we really decided we both want to go, now you here. Like, have you always been here? Like, it's just very freaky to me. So as I'm in the bathroom, y'all, cleaning her up or whatever, here comes Big Man. And surprisingly, Big Man comes, and we already had tissue, but we didn't close the door because I was only like cleaning her up or whatever. Surprisingly, Big Man comes with some paper towel, and he breathing like he was breathing before, and he hands us the paper towel. I guess he's seeing. So I'm like, thank you, thank you, Big Man. Okay, you've been a delight the whole night. Thank you very much. But that little dog thing you did earlier, I didn't say this to him. It's in my mind. Like, we wasn't feeling that. But thank you, Big Man. That's how I also knew, like, okay, he must have a crush on my friend. Or he probably really honestly feels bad. So we decide, okay, Katie's here, whatever. Now let's officially find her. Mind you, the house is big, y'all. So even though she said she was here, we still had to search the rooms and find her. Like, girl, where are you? What floor are you on? Like, this place is like 4 fucking floors. Bedrooms, big living rooms, dining rooms, chilling areas. Like, where are you? And we can't call you either, so we have to just wait for her text. So we walking through the house, y'all. We trying to find Katie so we can go. We're like, you know what? Katie is here, and we about to get our grade for our project. We about to get our paper signed, right? Yay! Sign for the project. Yeah, okay. So we walking through this house, y'all. We trying to find Katie. There are people drawing things. I'm like, whose house is this? Because there are people drawing symbols on the wall. I guess I'm saying y'all taking this shit a little bit too serious. There's people drawing symbols on the wall. There's people crawling like on all fours like animals. Like I said, they had animal masks on. So there's people crawling on the floor like animals or whatever. And as we walking through trying to find Katie, we're also amazed and kind of scared at the freaky things that we're seeing. So there's people crawling. There's people writing things on the wall. Alright, there's people making out in the hallway. Like, and I'm not talking about 2 people. I'm talking about like group things going on, and it's just so much freaky stuff. And I'm like, we gotta go now. Hey, Katie, where are you? Like, that's it. So y'all, we finally find Katie, and we're like, hey, we're here. We've been here. What's up? You know, like, hey, here's a paper. Sign it. Right? Sign it. The whole reason that we've been here is so that we was loyal throughout this whole freaky party. We stayed so that you could sign our paper. Like, we was here for your event. We was, you know, sign the paper. And Katie goes, oh no, you had to be here for my performance.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And we like, what you mean? She's smiling, y'all. She's like, no, you had to be here to see me perform. Like, that was the experiment that we were gonna do. You had to be here to see me perform and spend time with me for me to sign the paper. And we like, well, when did you perform? She's like, I performed at the very beginning of the party, like the intro. Like, I brought the party in. That was my performance. The whole idea was for you guys to see me perform. And we like, okay, but you performed. And then where'd you go? She was like, oh, I was here, but like I performed, but like I was around the house, and like I was just a little bit drunk. So I told you guys I was coming. Like, I was here chilling with my friends though. Which is why I couldn't like answer you guys like right away, because I'm like so drunk right now. And be like, okay, you drunk, so that's your excuse for not answering us. I feel like you kind of wanted to play a prank on us. But it doesn't make no sense how you kept saying you was coming and you been here. I guess you meant like you was coming to us, but like you been here. So we like, all right, so here's the paper. sign it. She's like, no, you're not understanding. You had to be here for my performance. I'm not gonna sign the paper. But at least you guys enjoyed the party, right? Yeah, when I tell y'all, I never wanted to punch the daylights out of somebody so bad. I'm like, what do you mean you're not gonna sign the paper? Like, she's like, no, the whole idea was that you guys could be here for my performance. Like, I've said that through text messages, and I said that when I met you guys, and I'm like, damn, she did say that. But we didn't think that's what she meant. We thought she meant come to the party and you sign our paper. And we stayed throughout this whole thing, this whole freaky thing, and you're gonna tell you're not gonna sign our paper? Like, are you serious? And she's still smiling, y'all. She's like, yeah, like, no, like, I'm not gonna sign it. Like, the whole idea was performing. At least you guys had fun, right? Me and my friend leave. I'm just like, you know what? I'm out of here. We leaving. That's it. Like, I'm not, that just got me so mad. Like, she's physically injured. You brought her somewhere. Mind you, we are students. You're kind of like a student, faculty, whatever. We are students, right? So you're supposed to be under you right now. So even though you're not our mom, I feel like you're still supposed to look out for our safety. She's literally injured. Like, her nose is leaking. She's in pain from getting beat up. It's basically you like you got jumped. So I'm like, this is not fair. Like, I'm going off, y'all. And the whole time, I actually brung my friend home. The whole time, I felt so bad, y'all. Like, she was really hurt. The whole time, she's like, yo, fuck out of here. Da-da-da-da. Like, I'm wilding in the car. Like, I didn't want to go off on her because I didn't know if I would, like, get in trouble and lose my e-permit or something. Like, I didn't want to literally punch her because I really wanted to. Because how dare you? I feel like you put our life at risk, and for you to just say that you're not going to sign the paper. So when we're leaving or whatever, this is the last time that we see Big Man. I honestly feel like he was a nice guy, but he was just very creepy. I don't know what it was. So as we're getting in our cab, Big Man waves like this. I guess he was breathing, but we couldn't hear because we were so far away, and he's waving like this. And like this creepy, like, Katie, this party, Big Man too. I don't care how nice he was. Him too, because you freaked us out a little bit. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, what are we gonna do? We don't have our project now. It's like we just wasted our time, because if I was gonna fail, I could have stayed home and fail instead of coming to some freaky league thing. Like, are you serious? So I'm very, very upset, and I'm telling my friend, I'm just like, you know what, when we go back to class on the day, we're gonna tell the teacher exactly what happened. We got proof, because y'all know we was not gonna be in no party with no party like that without recording anything. Like, we recorded some things. We had our proof. Alright? So we get to school or whatever, and as soon, like, I woke up that morning, y'all, I didn't have nothing else on my mind. Like, and I was like, I hope I don't see this girl Katie. I didn't have nothing else on my mind but to tell the teacher, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you where we went for this experience. Alright? And the teacher's not expecting nothing bad, because at the end of the day, in college, you're all adults. They don't care how you get the project done, where you get the project done. Get it done, okay? They don't care about your safety. They expect you to just know to be safe. Like, it's college. Like, everybody is adults, you know? So, it's not like teachers will be like, oh my God, you put these students at risk of danger. Like, they're not like that. So, I tell the teacher what's going on. I showed him the videos. I told him, like, we were very uncomfortable. Like, you just gotta really know how to talk to people. And I'm letting him know, like, this is what it is. So, you can give us another chance, or I'm not gonna take a L for this. And this is what happened. And she wasn't very clear on, you know, even though she did say we had to come see her perform at the party. I didn't think that's what she was meant. I thought she meant just come to the party, like she'll be performing there also. So I tell the teacher, he's looking, he's like, wow, I'm so sorry. And I tell him, I think this is what, like, really made him do what he did, because my friend was physically injured. So he decides to give us a P on the project anyway. Like, yes, I just gotta know how to talk to people, because I was not gonna take an L. When I tell you, I was gonna shake the room. Alright, I was not playing no games. Like, I'll knock all this shit over. I'm not playing. So we end up getting a P, which is just a passing grade. Basically, it's not a number grade. We end up getting a P, and he ends up telling the whole entire class what the idea of the social experiment was. Anyway, I forgot what the exact answers he had, but I didn't really care, because I didn't really have to pay attention, because I didn't really do it. But yes, y'all, that is the time that I got invited to this crazy satanic party, okay? And it was just bonkers, and It's very weird because I experienced something like this in high school, which is really like, it wasn't meant to happen to me. Like, am I gonna experience something like this again? I kid you not, y'all. I was having deja vu this whole time because I experienced something like this in high school, like something very, very similar. It wasn't as bad as this one, but it was very similar. Like the school, you know, having to do something with school and having to get credit for something and then being invited to a weird party. It was so similar. I found that to be very, very crazy. Like, I feel like universes are overlapping or something. But anyway, you guys, that is my crazy story time that I got invited to a satanic party. So I hope that you guys enjoy my story time or whatever. I hope you guys got a couple of laughs in. I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe like I always say. And also hit that notification bell so that you can get notified every single time that I upload. Also, I need you guys to go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Jaiye.Pierre. Alright, that's where I have all my information, all about my next videos, and you guys get to see my pictures. And I also have questionnaires for my bays inside of my story. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram. The link is also in my description box. And I'm going to leave all of my other social media platforms right here on the screen. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow me on each platform that you guys have. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.